Philadelphia, are you ready?
He said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Everybody to Brotherly Love Wrestling, and this is our special, The Essential, and today's topic is Big Match John Cena. So, like we did last week, I get 3 this time, Joe gets 2, and we will do the essential John Cena matches. What we think is his top 5 best matches of his career.
Do it like that. You didn't tell me you had the 5 up and you didn't do this.
No, that's what you were doing. That's why I have you for. So, I'll go first because I have more. That way I can finish. So,
well, one thing, this was surprisingly a lot harder than I had anticipated because I think I had 3 in my head and they were like solid, stone cold solid picks. Like nothing could have wavered me, except I started to get to thinking and I started to look at some more of his matches. I was like, oh no. So now it's all going to be, because I have a feeling one is a given.
Okay.
There is one that is a given, and I don't want to waste it on mine. So I'm hoping that you have it on yours. Like one should be an absolute given that I don't want to have to waste.
Well, then maybe, I don't know, because that given, I mean, I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure. And
come on, man, you have to know what I'm talking about.
I mean, look, I got 5 different matches in front of me right now, and
really, that's it.
Well, yeah. First of all, I only have 3, so I don't feel like you're going to take all of mine.
I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is that I have like. I went over 5, probably like 6 or 7. That
don't get me wrong. I eliminated a couple, but I have them in my back pocket if I need them.
I don't think you're going to need to because I think I know. Well, I know one of your definites.
Okay.
And I'm hoping the other one is the given. So that gives me 2 to play with. But I still have a feeling that at least one of mine is going to be on that list.
Okay.
Although I have now 3 that are stone cold locks.
Okay.
So I have to hope that one of them is yours.
Okay.
If that all makes sense to anybody out there.
I mean, well, I don't know about anyone else. It made sense to me. I understand what you're saying. All right. So then
we could complete each other's lists.
Okay. I'll start off like we said, and the first match I'm going to put on there that I think needs to be put on there if we are obviously making an essential album of John Cena. And this might be my favorite match. This is why I'm putting it on. And it's going to be Rob Van Dam One Night Stand in 2006.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Did I just take one right away?
No, you didn't. I didn't even have that on the list.
Oh, my God.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm screwed because so now I can't possibly complete that list. Shit, that means one of mine's going to get left off. Oh no! Right off the bat.
Look, man, you have to have that on there. That crowd, I think it needs to be on that list, and hopefully people agree with me. So. Oh
no, that means I think we're leaving an essential match off of this list.
We don't have to because you could say it right now.
No. Not that one. I'm saying I have 3 that I think are essential. You just knocked one of them off the list.
Okay.
Fuck. All right. So I'm going to go with probably maybe not my personal favorite because I think my personal favorite is the obvious one.
Okay.
But I'm going with Daniel Bryan with Triple H as the special guest referee. Although the match was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after the match was where it got a little shaky, but I mean, it led to bigger things. But I think that match itself, and one, it pretty much skyrocketed. Daniel Bryan was already at the top, and beating John Cena, I think, just skyrocketed him even further.
I agree.
Like, I don't know if Daniel Bryan even gets to where he was without beating Cena like he did, and really solidifying him as not just a wrestling entertainer, but an actual professional wrestler can be the top of a wrestling entertainment company.
Yeah. No, I get that. I agree. Absolutely.
And it's also one of those matches where, yes, it's one of Cena's best, and he didn't even win, but he's probably got 4,000 matches, or probably more than that. I don't even know what the fucking number would be, but how many of those was him losing? I mean, he's a 16-time world champion. So how many times did he lose that title? That's already 16 times right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just one of those matches where Cena puts over younger talent and makes them the stars. And he did that numerous occasions. And there's 2 matches that could probably make this list, although I know one of them's not going to make it now. But go ahead. What is your second?
The second one I'm putting on.
I know which one you're going with.
Do you? You definitely know which one I'm going with? Because I barely know which one I'm going with. I have 2 I'm scrolling back and forth on that I don't know which I'm going with.
Let me put it this way. I know where your heart wants to go.
Okay, which is creepy because you're right.
So now I definitely know which match.
Yeah, all right. So
it's a great match.
I'm gonna save the other one I'm waffling on for last, in case you do it.
If it's not it though,
that's okay. So
no,
the one I'm gonna put on is versus Shawn Michaels in 2007 on Monday Night Raw, the hour-long match. It was phenomenal.
In the UK, right?
I'm sorry.
In the UK, so they got to see that. They got to see that match before it even aired on TV.
Yes. Yeah. That was a phenomenal match. And like we said, I didn't get to put it on the Shawn Michaels list, so I get to put it on this list because I have my 3. So Shawn Michaels in 2007 on Monday Night Raw, it was such a good match. I mean, and not only that, it was a return match from WrestleMania 23, which that match was really good, which that match could have made this list. But this, I feel, was a little bit better.
I think I'd be hard-pressed to leave it off the list.
Mm-hmm.
Although now I look at it, and now 2 are going to be off of this list. That, oh, no.
There's one that I'm looking at. Like, I'm looking at the one I held for the last, right? And okay. I have another one that I feel should be on the list, and I don't know if I can put it over this one or not.
Here's the thing. You can't, and I know which one you're thinking about, and I don't know if I could put the one that you're thinking about over the one now that I'm thinking about, because
as long as everyone just followed all that.
Everyone should understand that this is a internal battle between 2 people, and it's basically a chess game that I was hoping that you were going to pick at least one of my picks, and you didn't pick one of them.
Mm-mm.
So now do I be the good guy and pick the one that I know that you think should be on this list, but I don't know if I could put it over? And the funny thing is, they're both in his second run, like before the Michaels, like after the Michaels era.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then all right. I feel like I know where you're going with that then. They're out of your 3, what is the best match out of those 3 that you said these have to be on the list?
Well, no, are we counting the one that I think is a given?
Yes.
That means I have 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is the best match of those four sitting in front of you? Like the one that you could watch over and over that is the greatest match that you have.
Okay, so I was able to eliminate one.
Okay.
So there's three. Well, there's one that's clearly better. And I know you want me to pull the trigger right now, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because I know which one you want to put on it, but I know. Screw it. It did more for this one person than the one match that I'm thinking of. So I will say
wait. It did what? It did more for this one person?
It did more this match. The two that I'm deciding between.
Okay.
The match that I'm leaning towards did more for the opponent than the other two opponents.
Huh. Okay.
In the other match.
Okay.
And I'm going with Cena Owens.
Really? Wow. I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming.
Oh, no. That means that wasn't on your list?
No.
What? No way.
I swear to God, not mine.
That wasn't on your list?
It wasn't.
Oh,
I have three.
Now you have three that you're torn between.
I have I have two that I'm torn between. One, I'm fine with it being honorable mention. Yeah. But there's going to be a couple that are really good. There's going to be a lot of pissed off people that listen or watch this that are going to be like, how the fuck?
If they're huge, John, I don't know, man. I think this is So what do we have so far before we get to this last one?
Okay, so
before I toot our own horns.
I started out with Rob Van Dam.
And I went with Daniel Bryan.
And you went with Daniel Bryan. I followed it up with Shawn Michaels at Raw.
Okay. And then I went with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, man. Him versus Kevin Owens was a phenomenal matchup. And I use the word phenomenal ironically because that was another singles match that was in there as well. There's actually two from that series that were great.
There is like countless that I went over, and it was hard as hell. It was so hard.
I felt myself leaning more towards the second leg of Cena. I feel like the match quality and the opponents were
Where do you cut off the first leg to the second leg, by the way?
I'd say the second leg was right after. I want to say right after. I want to say after The Rock, but I know it's before that because after The Rock, he was the guy. He was the top of the mountain, and he was then elevating everyone else around him, which no one.
After the second Rock.
Yeah, after the second Rock and The Rock was gone. But I know it's before then. I would actually probably put it at maybe like the last of maybe like 2009. So 2009 would probably be the first leg.
Okay.
And then the second leg would be after that.
Okay.
But maybe even more because he didn't debut till what? 2004? 2002.
2002. I think 2002. Again, we got to do our research. We got called out. About that last episode.
That's all right. I mean, we're gonna get called out. We're not perfect. Jeez.
No.
I haven't met a podcast that was perfect yet.
No.
They're not out there.
No. All right. So fifth one.
We have a dilemma.
We do. I'm gonna put
if you don't put it on there, then it's gonna be
well, I have a feeling I'm not gonna put it on there, to be honest.
No, I left it in your hands. There's no way it can't be.
See, I don't know. I'm trying to do like
you're making me regret my decisions.
I just like shaking things up, and I like things that entertain me more with a story, which I've always been more of the story thing.
Okay.
And with John Cena, with the 5 moves of doom, he's always been better storytelling than he has been physically in the ring. So I'm going to make the last pick. I don't know how popular this is going to be.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to say 2011 Money in the Bank with CM Punk.
Oh, thank God. Thank the good Lord. Thank the good fucking Lord. That was the one.
Okay.
That was the only one that needed to be on the list. That was the one.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say the once in a lifetime Rock Cena for the first time. I wasn't sure if that's what you were thinking as well.
That one wasn't even on my list.
Me either. Well, no, that's not true. When I was going through it, it was. But
I left out quite a few really, really good ones. The one I was really torn, the one that was going up against Kevin Owens, was the triple threat with Rollins and Lesnar.
Okay.
And that one I could watch over and over again. But Kevin Owens' match was just a little bit better. And then the AJ Styles matches were incredible. I don't think he had a bad AJ Styles match.
Yeah, and I think that also was a credit to AJ as well.
Well, no,
I think either one. Yeah.
I think the first matchup AJ went over, and that was the better of the two. And then the one where I think he attitude adjustment off the top rope to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
But those were tough. And then, I mean, the TLC against Edge, that one was fucking crazy.
That is my honorable mention. That was the one that I was teetering on. I wanted that one very badly, and that was the one I really wanted. But once I got in Michaels and Rob Van Dam, I was like, I can't not put him versus Punk on.
Not only that, but the triple threat with Triple H and Michaels.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dude, he's got so many and you wouldn't take him as.
He has a match with JBL. JBL was another one.
Yeah, I thought of that one. I was like, but I can think of much better ones than the JBL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that was the one where he was tagged as Big Match John when he finally became that guy. So I mean, it was so hard for a guy that doesn't get known and credited for being a great wrestler. He has amazing matches, amazing matches.
Here's the thing. I was thinking about this. I was doing the dishes earlier, and I was thinking about this. I was like, maybe not to every generation, but will John Cena possibly go down as not the greatest professional wrestler, but the greatest sports entertainer to ever live, but also still somehow be the most underappreciated in the business that he works in? I don't know if most underappreciated, but he is very underappreciated for the amount of people that he's helped build.
What would you call Hulk Hogan?
As in terms of what I just said?
Yeah, because you said John Cena, the greatest sports entertainer of all time. What do you categorize Hulk Hogan as?
I put The Rock over Hogan.
Really?
Yeah. I think the Rock has substantially surpassed Hulk Hogan.
I disagree.
Here's the thing. Yeah, you're still looking at.
I'm just talking the wrestling business. I'm not talking outside. I'm talking the wrestling.
Yeah,
business.
but the outside has a huge. Yeah, but the outside he's I think brought more eyes to wrestling than Hogan. I think all he has to do is come back, and he's so worldwide known that he would bring in. He's got the potential here. Now, let's not just look at it at the eyes that have died off, that are dying off, the Hogan eyes. I'm talking about the next generation. I think The Rock will be more well known, even as a professional wrestler, than Hulk Hogan.
All right, so this is a conversation we're going to have to revisit. Because there's too much time still left for the Rock to come back and bring eyes and stuff like that. I don't know, because it's hard, because that WCW rise doesn't mean shit if Hogan's not that third man, and it's Hollywood Hulk Hogan and him revitalizing professional wrestling again. So I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It's so hard. You're talking about the Babe Ruth of wrestling. Like the amount of people that were fans because of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but I look at it as stardom, like as a whole. Like I feel like The Rock has surpassed, like when you talk about household names, and that's what I'm boiling this all down to. I think The Rock will be a bigger household name than Hulk Hogan. And I credit a lot of that to movies and whatnot, but he still is a professional.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that because of the success in the movies. I mean, Hogan was never even close to as successful in The Rock, putting up against the first four Rock movies.
Before we get into The Rock,
yeah,
Cena was that next era, though. Cena was that the kids of the next generation. So that's why I put Cena in that category. And Cena still comes back, and Cena still, I mean, he pretty much carried the dead wrestling business and carried it along. He was basically that guy. And I put a lot more credit into that. Look who Hogan had with him. Hogan had the biggest names of all time in every era. Like he literally went from Ric Flair all the way to Brock Lesnar in his fucking prime. Like that's a huge stretch. I mean, Cena had nobody. He was carrying it himself.
Yeah.
There was many people to help carry that business with Hogan. Hogan might have been the biggest name, but Cena carried it out of the trenches, out of the gutter.
Yeah, that's true.
And help usher in a new era of WWE superstars.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
So that's why that's why I was saying, could he go down as the greatest sports entertainer, but also still be the most underappreciated? Because Hogan was never underappreciated.
No, never.
I mean, he only, no one ever talked shit like Hogan couldn't wrestle. Like that was never even a topic of conversation. He was just the celebrity. Yeah. Like there was now this new era of people that want to see good matches, and it's the 5 moves of doom. Like he's always very underappreciated because he was always said to not be able to hang with the actual wrestlers, when that's not true.
No, not at all.
But he still catches a lot of shit because, oh, you know what Cena's going to do. But that's not true as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying anybody out there who wants to respond, does that make sense? Is that a fair statement? I mean, I think some generations don't appreciate John Cena the same way as the younger generation.
Yeah, I think I would say our generation, the people that grew up and were teenagers in the Attitude Era, when they're adults and you see a John Cena look like a box of Fruity Pebbles, as The Rock would say, that's why a lot of people, the John Cena sucks chant started, was because of that. It was the colorful shirts and the never give up, hustle, loyalty, respect. It was, everyone knew they were catering to kids. So there is that generation, our generation. Oh, hey, Fluff, how are you?
he's just hanging out.
Yeah, he wants to be a part of the show. But yeah, I get that. I agree. Hogan will never ever.
All right, viewership's definitely going up on this episode.
I was gonna say, is that the hook? Is that time's been up that they send the cat in?
Yeah. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going?
Oh, whoa. Hey, Fluff. Up close and personal. Figures he makes his on-screen debut when he has the worst haircut he's ever had.
Yeah, from a lady who specializes in cutting cat's hair. This is poor form.
For those who are listening, Joe's cat has strolled across the screen, and now Ass is sitting in front of his camera. So
yeah, I'm no longer on this episode.
No, it's just
I deferred to a cat butt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Upper.
So, like we said at the end of last episode, if you have any comments or you think our list is trash and not the essential, and you think your list is better, or want to point out what we've missed,
that's the tough thing, because I don't know if I would have put the Van Damme one on there. That's the tough one. I agree. Yeah. I don't even know if. I mean, I think if I were to have the list myself and it would just been me, I think the Michaels one would have made it. But I think I would have put in Brock and Rollins in the triple threat over Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that was just my list.
No, I get you. Yeah, I get it.
But it's not my list, damn it. It's only two of my list.
So if you dispute our list,
I'm proud of you. You did put in the right now.
If you dispute our list or agree with it or want to put your own, please feel free to comment either on the YouTube page itself or on our social medias when we post this episode. Feel free. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think. And so next week, are we going with who I think we're going with? Do you want to announce it or do you want to kind of wait?
Wait, I don't remember what was said.
Okay, so we'll wait. So we will announce it at the end of the week.
Because I was thinking a lot of things and I might have only said one of them, but I don't remember which one I said.
Yeah. So there was a possibility of having a guest on to talk about this subject. And we'll see if that comes to fruition. It's not a wrestler. Yes.
Yeah. No, but it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Okay. So we'll wait to make that announcement. It'll be on social media. Check all our social medias for that to see who next week's Essential episode is about. Until then, go ahead.
It might be the best one we do, the best one that there ever was, and possibly the best one that there ever will be.
I'm going to let that rest. And we'll go from there. So thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, rate 5-star from all of us, including obviously the Fluffer. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy.